Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Brett. My name is Serena. And today
we're just gonna be hanging out, but we're gonna be talking about things that we learned
after 1 year of being
married.
Yeah, we've been slacking on our YouTube videos just because we were gone last weekend and just kind of recovering this weekend from that, I feel like. Back.
He's gonna sleep.
He's like hanging off the couch. Hi, buddy. You're so cute. Say, do you guys want to see Brett's car?
No. It's dirty. I still have my suit jacket back here from the wedding.
One thing that you've learned since we've been married.
You gotta be patient with people, and especially your spouse, because it just takes a lot of effort to not get mad whenever they do things that are different than how you would have done them. Yeah, there's just like a lot of not growing pains, but like
emotional maturity.
Yeah, that's a good word. Wow.
As I saw it today somewhere, and I was like, yeah, I don't have a lot of that. Or able to like handle your emotions when they do something a certain way or say something a certain way, and like learning to be patient in how you respond to that. Just learning to be patient is not easy. I feel like it's easier for you than me.
I don't know. It depends on the certain things. Like, yeah. I know better now, like when I in like more prone to like blowing up or like getting mad, just cause like whenever I had finals this last week, and so when I'm like really busy and stressed, I notice like little things will just set me off.
Yeah.
And so that's when I need to be like more aware of it.
I was just gonna say that when Brett was saying like during finals week he gets more stressed, and so that kind of thing, he doesn't get like that very often. So I feel like when he does, I notice it, and it like makes me mad or makes me feel like he's not like paying attention to me, or if he snaps at me like one time, it'll like hurt my feelings more because he doesn't ever do it. But that was something that I've learned after being married and living with each other for over a year now. Is like Brett is very like patient and chill and just calm, and not a lot of things upset him or make him angry. We balance each other out because I get very like reactive to things, and I'm never chill.
Another one that's kind of like what I would say for advice is, you hear people say don't go to sleep angry, but I think you can go to sleep angry, and I think it's good too. Because like what I've noticed, not necessarily angry, but like there's been a lot of times when like something's unresolved, and me and Serena will be like mad at each other, and it's just like it creates a very awkward tension. But what I've noticed is when we try to like fix it in that situation, neither of us are being very open with how we speak to each other, and so we're like all closed off, and then it just ends up being like a long time. That's more for when it's like late. Like obviously if it's like 12 in the afternoon,
you don't want to go like all day just not talking to each other.
But I think it's definitely important to just like, it's okay to just like go to bed and be like not in the best state. But for me, I always say like Serena, like good night, or like I love you, even if it's like not like obviously we're mad at each other.
Yeah. And I say like,
it'll be like, oh, I love you. Like,
and I say like,
it's not like a compassionate like I love you. But the next morning, like this happened, I feel like recently. It
happened like 3 days ago this week.
Yeah, and like the next morning we woke up and like we talked about it.
We didn't talk to each other.
Oh no, we didn't talk to each other
in the morning. We still didn't talk in the morning before school and work. We left the house, just literally said bye to each other.
I'm supposed to be going straight.
And we literally just said bye to each other, and that was it. Brett came home from school, I came home from work, and then we talked about it. But I feel like I needed that time to gather my thoughts of like why I was upset, because I feel like the night before I couldn't gather, like I know I'm upset, I know a little bit of why, but I can't like gather the words to say why. So when Brett's just asking me like, can you like tell me what's going on or whatever, which is just me like needing to figure that out maybe a little bit faster, my words.
Yeah,
but
I mean I get that too though.
I feel like I just shut down and get really quiet, so I needed that time to just think about, you know, like why was I really upset? Like, am I overreacting? And kind of think of my part in it too, and what I can like work on for my own self and for my own thoughts is why I like to, I don't know, wait a little bit.
Yeah, so I just think, you know, obviously there's a certain amount of time where you should wait and shouldn't wait.
Yeah.
To where it's healthy and unhealthy, and that's like probably specific for each person and each couple.
I literally just missed the Sonic
Literally just going into the grocery store.
sign.
The worst
Vlogger ever.
That's what. So we tried
Pink Lady.
Pink Lady. I don't even know what that was, but it was like a foamy, like pinky drink, Sprite something. I don't know, look it up. But anyways, I'm gonna try to make one that's like similar to that, but I'm gonna make like a root beer float type of thing. So it's gonna be Coke. What else? It's gonna be that foam you can put.
Sweet cream.
Sweet. It's like sweet cream, like for coffee, but you can put it in like drinks.
And vanilla.
And then the vanilla flavoring, and I think it's gonna be like a Coke float. So we're gonna see how it turns out. And Serena, I don't know what you're getting.
So I'm gonna get a strawberry limeade with mozzarella sticks. All right, we got our drinks.
Let's see how they taste. What'd you get? Just a limeade?
Strawberry limeade.
Basic. Let's see how this goes. I don't know. It looks kind of different than the one last time, so
Then the Pink Lady.
I'm already a little sus.
Don't say anything.
I think mission accomplished.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty much a Coke float. Like that's what it tastes like to me, right?
Yeah, it's like a Coke float with like a liquidy one, a liquid one, but good in a good way.
It's like when your Coke float melts, and that's like the best part. Like when the ice cream melts.
You can actually drink it.
And you just drink it with a straw instead of having to scoop out that weird ice cream. Also, we have no idea what we're talking about, so if you guys think this is stupid, just
it probably is. No, just don't take anything we say like
let us be
too seriously. We don't know. We're just saying what works for us so far, or what we've learned so far for us. We're not trying to give like advice to couples or anything like that. So I think what I've learned after 1 year of marriage is that we work really well as a team together. So we didn't live with each other until we got married, so I wasn't sure how like household chores would be, like doing dishes or laundry, sweeping, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we just like work really well together as a team as far as like everything. I never feel like I'm doing too much, and I don't think you feel like that.
No, I agree.
And so that's something that I've learned, and I didn't know that it was going to be like that until we got married. And we never said like, okay, I'm going to do the dishes, I'm going to do the laundry, and you can do the cooking and the cleaning, like the sweeping. We never like designated roles. We just kind of did what we like to do, and it balances out somehow. Just
like I've learned that I can actually like clean and like do chores decently. Like I kind of not like it, but I mean, I was going pretty ham today. I've been cleaning like ever since the break. I've been like in productivity mode still.
I woke up this morning and was trying to like just enjoy my coffee before church. I mean, I did, but he was like full on cleaning mode.
I was like, I drank my coffee and then I like did the dishes and then I was vacuuming. I don't know. I just been cleaning the whole house. But anyways, I feel like
I was sitting on the couch like this.
I've just learned that I'm able to be more productive because like I never really had to, like when I was living with my parents I would help a little bit, but not really. Like it wasn't like they depended on me for anything, and
we just help out, and there's some weeks where I do more and there's some weeks where Brett does more, just depending on how tired we are or what's going on, and that's just how it happens. But that's never something we argue about, surprisingly.
I don't know how they did the other one I got, but it was like frothy. This one's not frothy.
No, I know.
So I don't know how to ask for that.
They probably don't. They probably make
it
different every time with sweet cream, maybe.
I don't know. The way they blended the sweet cream on the other one was like, it was like a milkshake almost, but not. Serena likes to poop a lot. Serena, and that's just something you just gotta adapt to.
I don't like to go to the restroom.
She's always in the bathroom. She has to go 4 to 5 times a day. She's in the bathroom.
3.
Okay, 3, whatever. She uses a lot of toilet paper. I've already said that in a different video. No, but Serena is a big bathroom goer, and so you gotta plan for that with road trips. I was never much of a stopper on road trips, but now we stop 3 to 4 times, no matter no matter the distance.
I love to stop.
Serena's a big stopper.
For snacks, drinks, just to see the scenery.
Potty breaks.
Potty. Make it
But
more fun.
I do enjoy, I actually have enjoyed stopping a little bit
Coffee
more.
shops, he likes stopping for that. So our camera battery died, so we're just filming on the iPhone now. If the quality looks bad or the sounds different. But I think my last one, or another one I had, was that communication is like really important. And it goes back to like arguing thing, like
Surprise, communication is important.
What?
Like, surprise.
Like everybody knows that, but
Yeah, but do you know it though?
yeah. Well, I think for me, I really didn't like before, because anytime, and I still have this today a little bit, where like when I'm mad or upset, I just shut off and I like close myself off and don't want to talk about anything at all. Like I get like really quiet, and I don't know, I don't like to talk about how I'm feeling. But I think that like Brett's helped me in that, because I think it is helpful when you are still questioning me or asking me like, can you tell me like what's wrong or how I can help you or whatever, because it makes me think and it makes me like talk about it, right? Which is important to do. But yeah, before I would just want to shut everything off and not talk about how I'm feeling and that kind of thing. But it is important to like just be open with your partner. I also think my brother-in-law taught me this, or like my brother-in-law has said this before, with like expectations of other people. Have you ever heard him say that?
No.
Well, like your expectations for people is
The more
what
they get them
hurts
up,
you.
that's what.
Right.
Yeah, it's like watching a movie. It's like when you have high expectations for a movie and then it sucks.
And then it's because you're like expecting something, so when it doesn't happen.
Wait, so you want to have low expectations for people?
No, but just like
I get you. Don't like get your expectations like super high on someone.
Yeah,
or like don't
well, like,
hold
I
someone
can't-
like super high stand. Like think of them like this great person. It's like meeting your idol kind of syndrome.
Yeah,
Like when you meet like Taylor Swift and she turns out she's a bully. Not really, but like
no, but
that's
just an example. But like he's a human, I'm a human. We're not perfect people, and we're gonna mess up. Also, he doesn't always know what I'm thinking. So if there's like, this is an example. If it's like a Friday and I've had a long week, and in my head I'm like, oh, I've had the worst week ever. Like I want to come home to flowers, right? I hope Brett like bought flowers for me because he knows I've had a long week, and that would be like, you know, nice. And I come home and there's no flowers, so then I'm just like automatically mad at him. You know? And that was like an expectation I had that you didn't even know about, and there was no communication about. And so I can't be upset about that. Like that would be something I would communicate to you. And just communicating, I also mean not just like your feelings. I mean like things that you're gonna do that week and that day, I think are important. Of like, hey, I'm gonna go do this, and we've talked about that before. Of like just letting your wife or husband know what's going on in your day. Not
yeah,
boyfriend,
like
girlfriend.
realizing you're not
Husband or wife.
independent anymore. Where
Right.
in the aspect of like
You go do you, or
yeah,
you go
you
like
do you, boo.
yeah. Well, like you're just gonna go do your own thing, like
Right. Like, don't just disappear. And then what I was going to add on with kind of what you're saying is, like, I think it's important to know, like, going into relationships and then when you're in a relationship, like, what kind of, like, how your brain works. Like, what Serena was saying, she goes...
What?
You eating your nugget?
Yeah, I was doing that. Everything I see.
Yeah. Serena said that whenever... like we get in a fight or something, like she gets quiet or something like that. Like I think knowing how you react during certain moments, and like I don't think it's necessarily like a bad thing, because that's just like who you're, like what your personality is. And like Serena, what helps her is like just giving her time, right? And then like that's what's helped us is just like being able, and that's, I'd say the same for me. Like I like whenever I'm in the moment, I can't think, or I can't figure it out. Like I'd like to, but I understand that it's not, like, a lot of times it's not productive to do so.
Right.
And so I think just understanding, like, what type of person you're, the type of person that, like, you need to get it, like, something off your chest or, like, cleared up immediately, or you're going to just be pissed off for the next 24 hours, then, like...
Or if it's something, like, really bad that needs to get worked
Yeah,
out.
yeah. So, I mean, every it's going to be dependent on, like, the situation, but then I think also just, like, on the type of person you are. And so,
our situation, like, this
that.
past week, for example, was something small. But for me in that moment, I want to just react, like, mad. And, like, I would say, like, things that aren't so nice if I were to just black. But when I like took the next day to like think about why, then I could just talk to him and I said, look, this is why I was mad. And then we were like, okay.
I mean, I think that's pretty good. I think we gave some pretty good advice. If you guys don't listen to it, you're gonna fail in your relationship.
My last one was this. Everything does not have to be this huge deal, which also ties into everything else that we talked about of like fighting and
life is short, make it sweet.
Yes,
as the song
and that's
goes.
something I do think about a lot. No, really, like life is so short, and things that sometimes like I just want to be angry at, and it's like I know in my head I'm mad for no reason, you know, for nothing big, and it's like I just want to be angry for like the day, and then it's just like I'll tell myself like, why are you even angry? And then I'm like, okay, it's not even that big of a deal. Chill. You're gonna be exhausted if you want to like argue about every little thing that you don't agree with. Patience, grace goes a long way. I'm sorry.
Serena watched Auto yesterday. So
Oh my gosh, I cried so much.
If you guys haven't seen I don't even remember, The Life of Otto or something with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix now.
It's on Netflix, but y'all should go watch it. It was in the movie theaters a while back, but
Serena posted on her Instagram.
A Man Called Otto. I stayed awake the whole movie.
I know Serena always turns off the movies, but this one was good.
It was so good, and I cried so much at the end because I just like you have to watch it. I don't want to tell you what happens. But
It's a sweet movie.
oh, anyways, what do you guys want to see with our YouTube videos? Whoever's watching, we don't really get comments.
If you like this video and you want to see, if you like this video and you want to see more like it, click right here on Serena's face, and then or right here on her mouth. Go on, click.